What is up, everyone? It's me again, Gamerlush, from the episode of Final Fantasy Realm Reborn. And like I said, guys, we're going to go over the stats. That's someone asked for Pugilist. Now, guys, disclaimer. These are just ideas of what best ways to allot your stats and what secondary skills, in my opinion, are. I have made a mistake. Determination, yes, for the Conjurer. I had to keep reading onto it, and someone put a comment in the last video saying that it only increases the amount that of healing you receive. Now, if you guys remember, I did make a stats video way back, and it was that the fact that, yes, I said that determination affects the way how much you got healed. And I looked at a bunch of different sites, and I always got conflicting advice about what determination actually did. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say and stick with the fact that determination only affects how much healing you receive. So I apologize for those guys that I may have misdirected about conjurers. And so determination, although a good stat to have, is probably something you wouldn't want to really concentrate in. Excuse me, guys. So let's go ahead and I made sure to really investigate what stats really did. So that's why I really didn't put out a video out today. I didn't want to keep out putting videos under the assumption of stats that I understood, and which way I understood how stats worked. So I made sure to look up a lot of sites, ask a lot of different friends about their opinions and their thoughts of what stats did. So right now we're going to go ahead and talk about what stats should the Pugilist have. But before we go into that, we killed a couple small critters. Guys, you know what time it is. Raise your glasses. Cheers. Almost forgot. Alright. Alright, that said, Pugilist. The almighty not heavyweight, I guess. The almighty boxer, or kung fu master in the art of war, comes to punch people in their face, their guts, and heck, even give them a low blow to the legs, giving them a sweep. Hey, Star Murat, there's something on your face. It was pain. Hey guys, I'm leveling Pugilists right now. I'm going to be leveling them all I'm at a certain point, but of course the Arcanist, Conjurer, Thaumaturge, Archer, and Pugilist are going to be my top ones because I do want to eventually make a Bard. So yes, for a Bard you do have to level a Archer up to 30 and a Pugilist up to level 15. If you guys did not know that, there's that information for you now. Now, as a Pugilist, what should you concentrate on? Well, your first foremost stat here, it's as you can see, leveling is a little bit faster killing these mobs, but you know, these are just level 1s and 2s, and I'm already level 4. Of course, when I talk about main stats, is the 6 stats here, and then secondary stats are the ones right underneath here. So your first for allotting points, the very first stat you want to put your points in is strength. This is all contribute to your damage output of melee combat. And you know, like a lot of other MMOs, you usually say that these close ranger DPSers usually should be about dexterity or agility, and it increases your crit chance. But unfortunately, they make it very simple. Look, dex, strength is how much you deal with damage in melee combat. Alright, so of course, guys, number one thing to allot points in is strength for the Pugilist. It has the strength to get them beefy arms up, you know. And then so the secondary one would be vitality. So of course, the more HP you have, the more hit points you're going to take. Now guys, like I said, this is my opinions. You know, please don't set in stone, iron stone, that these are the ways you need to level up your character. And to just listen to one person to me is kind of silly. You want to go around and ask as many people as possible, see what their opinions about it are. So with that said, yeah, so people will say, no, just go straight strength, and so you don't have to worry about it. And it's stupid to think about, no, because then if you put it in here, you're not going to put as much damage as you possibly can. I feel that a class should be tried to put some points into other things to be more versatile than just being that single-minded beast that just saying, look, I'm here to make damage. But, you know, putting points of vitality means that you die less. You're getting hit by AoEs, and you can take more damage. And in fact, just having a lot of HP is a good thing to have because, you know, the more HP you have, the less likelihood you die because, you know, you can take that hit or that straight. Let's say not everyone's perfect. You know, sometimes they just can't dodge that attack. So to compensate for that, you can put points in HP and, you know, take that hit and it's like, oh shoot. So that still gives you more time for the healer to come up and heal you for a smaller heal and, you know, get you back in the game. So you're not really worrying about it too much. But if you're just like those super awesome mega DPSers that can, you know, oh, I know when to dodge or honestly, just, yeah, go ahead, just put all your points in the strength, go for it, and then you can just worry about putting damage, and then, you know, you don't have to worry about your HP dropping because I can dodge everything. That's cool. All right, go, fine. All right. So, and then the thirdly, not too important to the Pugilist is dexterity. This will increase your parrying and dot and block rating, but it only does so much. So yeah, so those are the three major stats that you really, I think, you should worry about. Okay, I don't want to tap this thing by myself. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna do a fate. All right, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and go into secondary skills. Like, again, guys, I'm gonna stress this. This is my opinion. If you guys want to put your opinion about stats, go ahead. I don't mind at all, actually. I want multiple opinions on the bottom. Go ahead and put your comments below. Please do. So, with that said, alright, now we'll go ahead and go into secondary stats. Of course, these are affected by materia and armor pieces. So, the first thing I would concentrate on for the monk would be critical hit chance, or critical hit rate. So, of course, the more awesome blows that you put into, the awesome contribute to your DPS. So this is an awesome idea. So, one more so. Because seeing how the Pugilist is a very fast class to begin with. Okay, I'm going to go off a tangent here. Let me go ahead and explain that later. Alright, so secondary class, I would go into determination. This affects the amount of damage put both on physical and magic attacks. So, of course, the Pugilist is going to put out a lot of special abilities, even though it just has to really rely on this global cooldown. This also affects auto attacks, so the Pugilist is a pretty fast class that can put out a lot of auto attack hits. So of course, yeah, determination is something you really want to probably concentrate on. So it basically it's a flat increase to all of your damaging skills. So that's something to consider. All right, so now. Then the third class, if you can really put points in, or you can actually really concentrate without having to concentrate on those two that you have here, critical hit rate and determination, is a skill speed. It basically also reduces the cooldown of global cooldown. So so the faster you can go through global cooldown will increase the amount of special skills that you can unleash on your target. So a good thing without that, and it's pretty much the same thing that you want to do with Monk, because Monk is pretty much in your face, fast DPS class that goes in, stays behind the target. Okay, the optimal place to go is to stay behind the target because a lot of your skills will, like right here, True Strike, delivered attack with potency of 150, chance for critical hit increased by 5%. When dealt from behind target, so increases the critical chance to hit by 5% if you do it from behind the target. So now a funky thing is later on when stats will be unlocked to where you can change them or reanoint them. If you're thinking about tanking for, you know, as your Pugilist at the beginning of the game, you probably want to concentrate more on dexterity and vitality. But of course later on I can't honestly say that you can tank with a monk or a Pugilist in later on dungeons, because it just, man, the difficulty curve just spikes really high once you get around 30, 35 or 40-ish or so. So I really wouldn't suggest that, but, you know, something to mix it up and change, but I really wouldn't suggest it at this point. And I really was hoping that this game would have more openness with their classes, but they were pretty dead set on, this is the class, this is the job is meant to do this thing, which is kind of disappointing. But I still love the game for the fact that I'm having a lot of fun with it, even though there's nothing really special with the game, but I don't know, it's just something about it, that certain je ne sais quoi of the game that I find really interesting. But guys, that's pretty much it. So yeah, at the beginning, the monk is pretty fast, damage dealer. I'm not having to worry too much about its life. It's a I would suggest getting a lot of potions so you can just keep on hammering away at DPS and taking mobs down. And yeah, it's a really fun class just to get in there. It's like this now down to the nitty gritty, get your hands dirty class, and I find it really fun. Probably my most preferred melee classes in the game. That effect that you can imagine yourself being an awesome kung fu artist. Yeah. Yeah. Boot to the head. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you joining me and experiencing what I have to say. And guys, like I said, take my opinion of stats with a grain of salt. Make sure to look out there on other guides, websites, and what have you, other YouTube channels. But I appreciate you joining me. Okay, now this is a message for the guild mates. If you guys are not part of the guild, or you know, don't even care about this crap, you guys can go watch something else now. But if you stick around, thank you. For all my guild members, I will be putting a get-together on Sunday. I want to meet up with all my officers in one area. We'll probably plan on doing a drunk death run and running to the most highest area with all our lobies and just getting stupid and drunk and seeing how long we can survive. A lot of level 50s will probably have to bodyguard us. But yeah, I will be establishing my officers, getting everything all focused, because I don't want to feel that I'm neglecting the free company. So guys, I want to let you know I care so much about making sure that this free company advances as much as it can, and we can organize as much stuff as we possibly can. The game has come back online for purchase, and I believe that the servers are opening up for letting more people in. So if you do have a chance, try to join Diabolos and send me a message, or a personal one here in the YouTube, or you know, my email's below. Just send me a message in my email, and we'd be glad to have you. Alright, so I thank you guys, and as always, like, subscribe, to comment below about your opinions, questions, and as always, cheers, and game on. A tank or something, or the DPS decides it's like, let me go crazy with the DPS and not care about threat, and you have to throw a big heal on that knucklehead, and that's pretty much what your job is. It's like, but a lot of people do have a good time, and they feel really good about healing other people and making sure they stay alive, and they do have a bigger responsibility in the party, of course, because if the tank dies because of healing, or the DPS dies because they weren't receiving heals, either one, or doing their job right, so the tank also needs to help. Well, the tank needs to, I believe the tank has the biggest kind of responsibility group, because not also does the whole threat, but it kind of has to use those damage mitigation skills to help the healer out. But you know, if the healer's just not healing the tank at all, then of course it's the healer's fault. But you know, if the DPSers are doing too much DPS and too fast and not minding their threat, then I usually let them die, but I guess that's the asshole in me, but yeah, you know. But yeah, so guys, there's not really much to like how I conjure. It's pretty much your standard healer in the game. As you can see, I've been just kind of going around. It's been a little slower for me because I think